the first time in more than 50 years, humans returned to the moon, not to land, but to orbit, observe, and prepare for the next giant leap. Led by NASA, Artemis II became the first crewed mission to the Artemis program and the first time astronauts traveled beyond low Earth orbit since 1972. Now, on board the Orion spacecraft were 4 astronauts: Reid Wiseman, who was the mission's commander, Victor Glover, the pilot, and the first black astronaut assigned to a lunar mission, Christiana Koch, who previously set the record for the longest single space flight by a woman, and she had her exchange program at the University of Ghana, and Jeremy Hansen, who became the first non-American to travel to the moon. Launched aboard the Space Launch System, the most powerful rocket ever built, the crew traveled more than 370,000 kilometers from Earth and reached the space at speeds of about 39,000 kilometers per hour on their return. Now, the mission lasted about 10 days, following a free return trajectory that looped around the moon and used its gravity to guide the spacecraft back home. As Orion moved behind the moon, the crew experienced a communication blackout which lasted approximately 40 minutes. It was not a failure, but a known effect of the moon blocking radio sounds. Now, during this period, the astronauts were completely out of contact with the Earth. It was during this phase that the mission captured some of the most interesting and striking images. The far side of the moon appeared heavily and graciously projected its distinct nature, and as the Orion re-emerged, cameras captured the iconic Earthrise once again, a fragile blue planet rising over the lunar motion and horizon seen by modern imaging technology. Now, inside the spacecraft, beyond science, there were human moments. Commander Reid Wiseman spoke about the emotional weight of the journey, reflecting on the presence of loved ones even in deep space. The idea of loving someone to the moon and back became and took a deeper meaning. Now, on return, Orion endured extreme conditions, hitting the Earth's surface and an atmosphere approximately 39,000 kilometers per hour and of a radiation and temperature of about 2,000 degrees Celsius. The astronauts spent days in microgravity, experiencing fluid shift, temporary muscle weakening and deepening and disorientation before readjusting to the Earth's gravity after landing, in which they recovered successfully. Artemis II has now set the stage for Artemis III, which is expected to land humans on the moon for the first time since Apollo 17. With Orion safely back on Earth, the mission marked not just the end of a journey, but the reopening of deep space exploration. This time, it's no longer just about proving that humanity can go, but also learning how to stay, how to build, and how to even push further into the unknown. Congratulations to the Artemis II team.